Hey everybody, my name is Jay Bru and I'm a realtor here in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I just wanted to bring you the market update for 2021 in August. In Arizona right now, we're getting a little bit of relief. Past COVID, the spike has been kind of dampening off, which means that prices are not coming down, but there's going to be less fighting for bids, less appraisal waivers, less inspection waivers, and maybe you're going to be able to find a house now, but it is going to be expensive. We're at the record numbers still. People are still flooding into Arizona. We're still underbuilt. Our inventory is low, but hopefully soon we will be back to normal because it's very stressful in this environment for a lot of people. But if you do own a house, congratulations, you've done very well and hanging on to this long. And wanted to time the market, you might want to look into that fairly soon in the next 6 to 12 months. All right, I'm going to show you a little chart of my market blog that I just did, and we'll just get into some of the whys and what it means for buyers and sellers. All right, this is kind of geeky stuff. We're just into the AZ real estate market update. I did some writing here, and some of the things that we want to point out is the month of supply is only 1.24 months. A lot of people don't realize what that means, but we need 6 months of supply. That means if we had no listings right now and we sold everything, it would last 1.24 and they'd all be gone. We need about 6 months. So we got to watch that number. And as soon as that starts creeping up to 5-6 months, then we know that we're getting close to maybe a price reversal, maybe a holding pattern. It's hard to predict that. The average days on market right now is 28 days. Monthly sales are down 15.4%. The supply is still very low, but it is growing, and I'm going to show you that and what it means for buyers and sellers here. The Cromford Market Index is one of the best things to keep track of. This is an indicator of appreciation and where home prices are headed if you're an investor. So we're right now at 351.5. This has been coming off our high. We were at a high about 514 on March 14th. In the spring of 2005, we were 312. So that means if we're 312 back in the highest peak of the recorded history of the Arizona market, we're still above that. So even though we do have some pressure release, it doesn't mean that prices are going to reverse or go down. The Cromford market, and this is a trajectory of where things are going. So we peaked right in February, right here for the Cromford Market Index, and it's starting to come down. So now we start projecting these sort of numbers because in 2005 or 2015, sorry, it peaked right here and then it trajects in a kind of an area, and that's where we get approximately 8 months of seller market conditions. So April 2022, and this is just a guess. So, but it could go down and flatten. It could spike up again as well. But this is one of the things that everybody should keep track of is the single family permits. We are trying to build. So back in, I think this is 2000 years cut off here, but this is how many permits we're out, 27,000 permits out. We are at 18,000 right now. So you can tell we are going full steam with building, but it's just not enough. This is the most important chart of all. The active supply, real estate prices and demand are based off of supply right now. And as you see, we're record lows. We only have about 6,700 listings right now. So for prices to reverse or prices to stabilize, we need that to be up around 16,000 up in these levels up here. And so basically we got to come up with 10,000 houses and put them on the market. And with the forbearance, it's just not going to be enough. Another interesting chart is this appreciation, the appreciation rates. Like this is really crazy. And this is 2005 when we spiked, but all of a sudden that was quite the reversal there. But from this peak to this peak, that's 2 full years. So it does take a while. We are at peak, we're at 39.3% appreciation. So basically what I'm saying is if you're a home buyer right now, you're still going to get great appreciation right off the bat, but these levels can't sustain. You can't keep going up 25% per year Like imagine if you had a house of 100,000, 200,000. It doesn't happen that way. And of course, the Crumper Market Index affects different cities and different times. There's some projected months to balance, like a balanced market, like Tolleson, Casa Grande, Chandler, Glendale, Goodyear. These are interesting, but we're talking 3 months we could be in a balanced market. And that's that trajectory that I was showing you. This is going to be 2022 or later. So what I'm saying is if you buy a house right now, we're still going to get massive appreciation until this comes down. Say in Fountain Hills, Scottsdale, Apache Junction, Sun Lakes, Anthem, Cave Creek, Lavine, all these are massively rising right now. And we are still in an extreme seller's market. It's a regular market, and then a balanced market was in 2014. But that is pretty much the jiffy of it. And for sellers right now, you're in a very good position. You made a lot of appreciation. You go buy that nice boat. But where are you going to go? So some of the things we have are post-possession agreements. So you get your money in your account, you stay in your own house and rent it out for 2 to 3 months afterwards. You can do that. If you have the advantage of buying another house while you're selling it, that is the best case scenario. It's a great time to downsize right now. But it's no panic to sell because we do have like 6 to 12 months. You can still capitalize on all this appreciation that's going to happen. As for a buyer, yeah, you're buying the top of the market, you're buying record high prices. But if you buy a house at 400 grand now and you pass on it, that house would be worth more in a year than it is today. It's just the way it's going. And if you go through my blogs and I follow the Comfort Market Index, it shows it over and over and over again that that's been what's going on, and it's not going to stop. And when it starts to reverse, I will tell you. But I have a feeling I won't be making that video for a year or two. So as a buyer, if you need a house, you need to put your family, I would suggest doing it right away. Put your nose to the grind and just start making offers, start looking at houses and get out there. It's the only way to get a house. It's a lot of work and it's super frustrating. I've had people lose their marbles. So anyway, that is what I think of the market. Please go through the whole entire blog. There's a lot more charts, lots more information in it. And if you have any questions, reach out to me at 480-466-4917. Peace.